everybody, my name's Stupid Ninja, and today I'm going to show you how to build a mini Lego Optimus Time. So, to start off, I'm just going to explain why exactly this isn't Nitro Zeus, and that's mainly because I haven't built Nitro Zeus yet, because I was holding off on that, because I wanted to make a video on this instead, because I'm thinking of alternating from pull requests to stuff I want to make. So one week it'll be pull requests, another week it'll be something I wanted to make. And I'm thinking of doing that so that I can get my ideas out there more than just more Lego Transformers. Regular Lego Transformers, I guess. But anyway, to start off, here he is. There's his gun. It's just kind of simple. More 10th Doctor-y. So there's that. I can set that aside. Here's the 11th Doctor, of course. Then the TARDIS itself, and it looks really nice in its new mode. If you don't know what it looked like before, you can go check out my previous video. And yeah, so there is that. Has the paper, has the little symbol there, and yeah, it's actually the correct size now, which is nice. But that's basically it for that, and now I'm going to compare this guy to some stuff, and then I will show you how to transform him, then I'll show you how to build him. So first of all, for some reason I'm going to compare him to a minifigure, even though you already saw it. There he is, compared to a minifigure, again. Second of all, I've decided to compare him to the flying machine, the spaceship from Rick and Morty that I built, version 1. So there's that. And thirdly, here's something else random that I just really want to make a video about because it's awesome. So it's just a little Green Lantern ring, but yeah, there's that. I know the colors are a bit spotty, but that's just because I kind of wanted to use the other colors for something else, so I had to kind of just use what I had, which wasn't very balanced colors, which kind of sucks, but that's what I had. But yeah. Anyway, to start off transforming this guy, you do have to do something that I'm not fond of, that I don't like very much, but it does make him look so much better in his vehicle mode. You just can take the body and just pull it out, and it comes out, and it leaves you with this thing. So this can be used as a stand if you flip it upside down to elevate him a bit when he's in his robot mode, or even like that. Or it can just be flipped around like this, and you can just put him in there as some sort of docking bay. But that doesn't matter. Here he is in his actual TARDIS mode, which looks good, but not quite as good. But I do think this does look pretty good for what it is. Anyway, getting to his transformation, what you're first going to want to do is just go around to the side here and take this panel and swing it out. And one thing I'd like to mention, this transformation is actually my version now, before it was someone else's. And so yeah, but just take those two panels, swing them out, and then swing his legs down. You want to take this piece and swing that down, just so he can stand a little better. Then take his legs, swing those all the way down. I'm pretty sure I could fix this with ball joints, but again, I don't have any. And that is the usual thing that happens, and it always sucks, but I just don't have any ball joints. But yeah, that's what I have so far. So you can just pull the legs apart a little bit. Then you can sort of get him standing and push these plates in. It's kind of hard to get him standing because he only has one kickstand, so you're going to have to do something weird. Now what you're going to want to do is just pull the arms out. So the arms are much different than before. Then you'll just pull the forearm down. This is much different than it was before. And then you can push these plates apart, and then you'll take his arm and just shift it upward like that. Do that on both sides, and so his shoulders get a lot bigger, but his arms do go into the right spot. Then you'll take this piece, slide it out. There's a little stud there, and the head just fits right there. And yeah, there's no extra pieces. Everything is contained to the robot, except for the stand, of course. And yeah, this guy reminds me of a very Energon-esque kind of transformer because of the massive shoulders, which you can remove to become sort of a shield. But yeah, here he is. And here's his gun, and here's the robot. So yeah, his head is the light now, which I think is a lot better because it's more contained and makes him look more like a knight. and more like the TARDIS. And he has these on his chest now. His arms have more articulation. They can actually move forward. They can move back. They can move. They have a butterfly joint. They can bend at the elbow and all that stuff. His legs don't move forward too much unless you move this panel, then they move forward a little bit more. And they do bend at the knee at a 90-degree angle. But yeah, this is what I have for now, and I think it looks really nice. So just getting close, you can see a little bit more. And his shoulders do come off fairly easily, and they're pretty easy to put back on. So if you just don't like the look of that, then you can do that, and I accidentally broke that. This does look kind of nice. I prefer the big shoulders because it means less parts forming. But if you want to, this is an option. And it just makes his shoulders smaller, and then you can take one of these pieces and just attach it to his arm. Just give him sort of a shield look, which does look pretty cool. But I'm just going to keep them on for now because it's sort of his default look. To attach his weapon, you just take, there's a stud there, or a slot there, you just take that and plug it into his arm. And then he has his nice sonic screwdriver laser gun, so he can kill you with that, and you can see he can get into a lot more poses this way with the new arms. There he is in his robot mode. A lot more articulated in the arms department, a lot more stable because he's a lot smaller, and I think just better. He just looks better in both modes, in my opinion anyway, and just performs better as well. So yeah, there he is. And now for comparisons. Here he is compared to a minifigure. He does get quite large. The minifigure is just about the size of his shin. There you go. Here he is compared to something else I've been working on. And if you play Warframe, you'll probably recognize this. It's Excalibur. But there's that. Now that you've seen him completely, we can get into sort of how to build this guy. I'm not going to take him apart completely or anything like that because I don't like doing that. But I will kind of disassemble him a bit and show you his interior and sort of how I made him stable and all that. So yeah, let's get to it. Here he is sort of disassembled, and let's just get into it. So starting with his body, you can just see it's practically a 2x5, which they don't make, so I made that using a 2x2 and then a 2x3. And then there's, it's kind of made in a weird way, there's 2 blue pins like these running through a 1x2 with a brick with 2 holes. So there's 2 of those on both sides. There's 4 1x2s with 2 holes right here, and that kind of holds everything together and allows this piece to not fall off too much. And then there's of course this headpiece, which is just a 1x2 brick with 1 hole with a little stud piece in there. And so that's the body. And then there's a Technic pin there. There's supposed to be one there, but I pulled it out wrong. So yeah, but yeah, that's how that's made. It's pretty simple. And then what goes on top of that is just a bunch of these hinge pieces, like that, with some plates on them. So let's just go here to kind of secure the legs in place. And then you have the one with the circle on it, which has a 2x2 jumper plate there. So that just adds a little circle, and then you have the square. And so it makes a nice shape there, then you can fold them in to create the robot mode. But for now, let's leave it like that. And then for the windows, just 2 1x4s stacked on top of each other with a 2x4 with a bunch of little 1x2 plates just to create the kind of window illusion. And then that clips on right there, and then that goes right there. And it actually, this doesn't fall off as much as you would think. It's actually quite stable and looks pretty nice. So yeah, there's the front of his robot mode, or his TARDIS mode. And it can work on his arms, which are pretty simple. It's just a 1x1 brick with a hole, 2 1x1 bricks with studs on them, and then 1x3 holding everything together. And then one of these pins inside one of these pieces with another one on the edge. It just goes right there like that. This will fit in like that. And you make the side of everything, and that's pretty simple. It's just a 1x4 with these pieces on the side. And then a 1x2 right there just to fill everything in. Then a 2x2, a hinge piece so that it fits in nicely like this. Like that. and that will fit right on the side. Nicely like that, so it should all come together like this. So now you want to build this top piece, and that's just a 2x6 with a 1x6, and then a 2x3, that's supposed to be a 2x3 at least, a 2x2 plate there so that the head can rest on that in his TARDIS mode, and then two 2x2 jumper plates, then a 1x6. So that's pretty simple, I think. Anyway, maybe it's not, I don't know. But then that just fits on like that. This piece is actually just a 2x3 and a 2x3 with a bunch of plates on it just to keep it stable and make it look good. So that just fits on not like that, but like this, so it creates a nice ledge. And then the head just kind of fits in, just slots in nicely like that. And then this goes on right there, if you can see that. Just those two slots right there go into those studs. Just like that. This entire thing then just pops on like that. So that's one side of the TARDIS done, and now to work on the legs. So these are pretty simple. It's just this assembly, and this is just a 1x2 brick with 2 holes, and then one of these pieces just for stability reasons. It just clips in there, and then that clips on the side right there. And then this entire thing clips in like this. There we go. Like that. So it should look like that when you have it in TARDIS mode. And then this piece just goes right here to create a kind of a kickstand in robot mode. This does go right here and it has to look like this with the 2x2 plates. And then a bunch of 1x2s just putting everything together, so there's a slot there for the hinge joint. You'll see. So the slot just fits right over the hinge joint. Everything falls into place. And there you have half of a TARDIS complete. It looks really funny, you can see all the internals. It's pretty cool. But yeah, there's that. And then you can build the other half of him. Exactly the same. When you put the other arm on and secure it in place, then you'll just make the other leg, which is, of course, very simple. That just folds down right there. And then you just pop that piece in right there. Lego Optimus Time, or Rassilon Prime, or well, then the base that he has over here. This piece is just a 6x6 with a bunch of 1x1s, just 5 1x1s, and then a 1x1 tile. You don't need the tile there, but it just kind of fills in everything. I know the tiles are really hard to get, but it definitely looks really good and is worth it. And that's just there to show me where the front is, even though I don't need to know. I just put it there, and that just slots in, of course, and it ends up looking very, very nice in its TARDIS mode. Looks a lot like the actual TARDIS. But now we can make the gun, which is very simple. It's just a headlight brick with a stud on the top, a stud there, a 2x2 round piece, a cylindrical piece, a special wheel, one stud, or just a clear blue stud. That just can sit by there and look really cool. So yeah, there is Optimus Time V2 video. Make sure to give it a like. Comment down below what else you want to make. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Oh, I almost forgot. If you want to check out my other videos, a playlist will be available somewhere around here. And you can subscribe by clicking here. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.